Immediately following his grain harvest, Randy's got to whip it out again. I'm talking about his big machinery, folks. He's talking the Crone Daddy, the grass vacuum, back at it again. It's mowing season, baby. This is episode 131 of Elk Mountain. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here. And, well, we've been up early since 5 o'clock again, believe it or not. And we got the cows all fed, good to go. Well, I mean, not even all of them. Just what we had made. We had just shy of 20,000 liters made overnight, which is pretty good. But it's one of those things where, you know, that mixing station has done us well. It's been a massive upgrade from when we didn't have one at all, and we just had to make everything, you know, eye up all the levels best we could and just dropping bales in with the telehandler there. We've come a long way from that, but we've expanded so much with more cows and stuff as well that it's gotten to the point where unless we're right on top of it all the time, you know, some of them, you know, like they've been running out of feed sometimes, and it hasn't been ideal because it kind of puts us like right on the edge of you know, how much feed we can make them, and it's not gonna lie, it stresses me out a little bit because we just got to manage it so much. And, you know, I've been thinking about it, I've been shopping around, I've been looking around, and I think I found some more options. And really, we're just going to go big and get a really, really big mixing station, pretty much a whole factory put in just on the yard here. And it's going to go right next to our grain silos that are put in right now. And it's looks good, you know, it looks great. It's got a lot of storage for bales and mineral feed, and it can pump out a absolute ton of mix, way more than we're capable of doing now, which is amazing. So we should have no problem staying on top of having enough feed for our cows, keeping them topped up. And you know, really, if we are expanding any more or getting any more cows, you know, more calves are being born, stuff like that, we just we won't have to worry about it. So that is kind of the game plan there. Not sure when that's all going to get put up exactly, but it's going to be a pretty hefty price, $150,000 at least, for all the building stuff like that, and labor. That's what I was quoted at least. So, you know, that's it's going to be going in. It's just a matter of when, but hopefully sometime this month, because we got to be cutting grass and stuff like that as well. Thankfully, this is the only field we have left to bale. We're all done with our harvest, except for our sugar beet. We'll keep an eye on that. When we got to get to it, we'll go lease a big piece of kit, and we will get that done. But for now, like I said, you know, we hopped in here trying to get the rest of our bales just at least made, and then we're in a good spot. We don't necessarily have to get them collected today. I think the priority is definitely getting the grass cut and that collected. That way it can keep growing again, whereas these fields, they're not having anything planted in them. Well, I was going to say anytime soon, but maybe over the next couple months. But we do have a little bit more time to deal with these rather than the grass, especially since we've been running low on hay and silage as well. So it would really be great to just top all those guys up. And with our growing amount of you know, our cows and stuff like that, and the need for hay and silage, you know, it might be worth looking into having a little bit more grass to cut up or something. I don't know where exactly that would be. At our other farm fields, we do have one field there, that smaller one that we harvested, that I think we might expand into grass, but that's still pretty, you know, a ways away from here. We'd definitely have to cut it and bale it and then transport it down here if we were going to do that. But that's not the end of the world. That's still an option. And as far as other fields go for grass, I'm not really sure if there's anything nearby that we could really scoop up and purchase that has much grass. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. If anything, you know, intrigues us, or if you got any ideas, let me know. But for now, we're going to keep plugging on. We'll get the rest of these bales made up. Thankfully, this is the last of the headland here, so now we're just going to be going down our rows, and then it will be done in no time. Hopefully we're done no later than 9 o'clock, and we can hop in the Crone Daddy, get him all fired up and rolling on that. Alright, well, all the baling is done and we got it dropped back off in its home there for now. And it's just only a little bit after 8 o'clock, so that's actually awesome. I was hoping we'd be on the field no later than 9 with the Crown mower, that is. But it looks like we'll be out there right on schedule, if not a little bit early. And, well, as you can see, we bought a couple more trailers. We did lease these ones last year. We have 2 of them, of course, but when it comes to cutting all this grass, it is very helpful to have a couple more. So yeah, we did. we bit the bullet. We figured let's just do it. So we leased or bought 2 more rather. We could afford it, but it was not cheap. They are $45,000 a piece, so that was $90,000 right there. You know, plus delivery fee from the shop, so very thankful for that. But that allows us to kind of just get to it with the forage harvester once we're ready and set up there. As you can see, our other 2 trailers over there will dump out the grain from those guys and we'll be good to go. This guy will unfold him, make sure we're creating swaths. And then we'll, you know, I'm tempted to just do this field myself, partially, you know, or maybe even the whole thing. Who knows? Oops. I didn't want to unfold you. I'm sorry. I want to turn you on. There we go. All right. Dropping swaths as per usual. Ripping through here. Looking good. And, I mean, this thing, it motors for sure. That's why we got it. We got lots of grass. And, you know, this is just really a time saver. Boom. Look at that. Unreal. Sweet turning. Rip down here. And, you know, it might be worth trying to just smooth out some of this stuff if we could. Just to make our lives a little bit easier, we could probably mow a little bit further back there. Right now, it's just, oh, so bumpy. But, hey, that is stuff that we are kind of looking at trying to get done with some of our other fields and whatnot. So, who knows? Maybe it'll be flat one day. For now, we're just ripping through here with this. And you know what? Gosh, I am very tempted to just do this whole thing myself. But equally, we got a big day of mowing ahead of us with our other field to get done there. And, you know, if we can get all that done today, that means we could roll both of these fields out in the latter half of the month, you know, before it starts going back, just to give ourselves a better yield out of here, you know. So that's definitely something to think about. Look at that turning radius. You know, how sweet is that? Probably could have just cut it off right there. But I will finish up here. This should be pretty decent besides that top corner there. But we will get that. Give ourselves plenty of room on a head start here to go grab the forage harvester and then get our friend to set out here with this guy and keep going with the Krone mower. So that should be pretty good. Alright, we're gonna try and keep her straight as we can here down this strip, and then we'll clean up whatever we got left, and then we can send our friend off. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Just this little triangle corner piece to kind of deal with. Go like this. We'll have one straight one going more or less into that, and this little guy, well, is what it is, man. There we go. Nice little strip. Gosh, Mickey, I am tempted to just do this. Just to give ourselves lots of space to turn around here, especially if we're pulling a couple trailers behind us. And we know how fast they fill up, so this is going to be just nice to give ourselves plenty of space. How's this looking for an angle? Should we clean this up? Probably wouldn't hurt. You know, at this point, I am doing the whole field. Oh. No, but, I mean, just definitely setting ourselves up for success. That's what I like to think we're doing, you know. So, something like this. And then this might be a weird one. You know what? I think we'll do the same as the other side. And we'll try and keep her straight, and then we'll just come back and do what remains. So, that being said, that looks fine to me right there. We'll send her off, and we'll just have a little strip there to complete it. But otherwise, we're looking good. Just a nice big rectangle. They should honestly blast it out at a pretty decent rate. And I'm hoping by that time, since we started with our smaller field here, should be about noon, lunchtime. We can break for that, and then we can go ahead and tackle our bigger field in the afternoon. And we should be all rested and recharged, ready to go for that. So that's kind of the game plan. Look at this. We barely even need the side mowers. This front one is just a beauty, getting her done. There we go. All right. Sweet. That looks pretty good to me. I think that's a great spot to send our friend off. You know, we don't necessarily have to do two here, because there is a little bit more room. Not quite a fence, but doesn't hurt. All right, that's all, I promise. I mean, I just really like using this, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, all right. There you go. All right, Doc Ock has risen. The grass vacuum is alive once again. And the pipe is out. We'll hook up to 1 and 2. Open the cover. And we're looking good. All right, well, that being said, we got our other tractor and trailer over here. So we got 4 of these big boys ready to rock. Looks like they've made great time with the mower, and we only just started with the forage harvester, but that's not a worry as long as they're done that field. I mean, like I said, we really set them up for success and made their jobs pretty easy here, but we're coming up to 10 o'clock right now, and we pretty much have one field already cut and starting to be collected. So, you know, what more can you ask for? Looks like, yeah, boom, they're finished up now. We pretty much just got to get this stuff collected. We could always send them over to the other field, get them going with that, and, you know, then we're pretty much just going to be doing this for the majority of the day until it's finished up, which is great. And the fact that this one will be finished first means we could probably get some help rolling it out, especially if they start cutting up that other field. They'll be finished in a good amount of time. This one will be done, and then with that overlap, they'll be in a good spot to come roll this out probably before the end of the day. So that's the game plan with that. We were going to make some bales. However, we ran out of grass bales over for our sheep and ended up having to just buy a bunch of them. So we don't have to make bales anymore. I want to use the ones we bought, of course, because, I mean, that only really makes sense. So we will do just that. I think, you know, well, there are some little odd spots here to pick up, so we'll make sure that these guys are full before we drop them off and switch trailers here, but shouldn't be too long. All right, we're rolling through with over 100,000 liters of grass in these trailers. And as you can see, we've got some new additions. This is the mixing station I was telling you about. And, well, it's looking good. Little leg spike there. Sorry, I don't even know. Either way, one of 4 trailers here unloaded. And, you know, we will keep the trend going. But this, like I said, to our left there, we'll go check it out in a little bit. That's our new mixing station. It is massive. It can hold an absolute ton of material. And that is good because we process and make a ton of material every year. And, you know, it's got to go somewhere. And most of it goes into those cows. So we're dropping off all this grass. Sorry for staring right at the barn there. Dump off some of that, and yeah, we'll be looking good once everything gets going and starts distributing over there. We have kind of deactivated, you know, the pipes going over to our other station there, and whatever we have left over is going to be processed and made into some feed. And that's what you want. So we'll use the rest of that in there, and then we're going to start having everything be transferred over to our new mixing station, and it should have a massive capacity for us. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll have a lot of mineral feed to move over, draining out our silos there. But that's not a worry. Once they're emptied out, we can get those moved over beside the shed there, wherever is appropriate. And we can always be stacking up tons of straw and all of our bales and stuff like that over there. So, oh my god, we didn't fully unload one. What's up with that? Why? Why are you like this? Well, let's test out our train skills. Choo-choo. We're going back through. Oh. I forgot, there's literally something right there. Of course there is. It's just the stairs getting caught at this point. 1, 2, and there's 3. Might have to change its tip side, but it should be okay. There we go, looking good. Alright, so we'll definitely get this new station loaded up at some point today, and it should give us plenty of time to do that once we're done all of our collecting, because our friend is off in the mower getting up that big meadow, and you know, it should be done honestly pretty soon. So it's just a matter of collecting everything and dropping it all off, as well as obviously getting it processed and stuff like that. So I think we'll break this guy back into 2 for now. Something like that. 2 sets of 2. And we'll go hang out with this guy and wait to bring her back on over. She's done us fabulous. We'll hop back in our forage harvester here. Not even sure how much there is to collect. Looks like still a fair bit. Maybe half the field or so. So if we're getting 200,000 liters out of this field, that's pretty fantastic. That means we're going to get, you know, probably 400,000 liters out of the meadow there. So that's a good amount. I'm thinking if we can fill up these trailers again, just to kind of keep it not even, but kind of even with what we're processing this year, we might just drop off, you know, full load into making hay, and then a full load into making silage, and just kind of go back and forth. That way they have roughly an even amount generated from this year, because we do go through a fair bit of both for sure. And then of course, you know, we can turn our heads back to collecting all of this straw, and thankfully now we have another spot where we probably could just drop them off right at the cow station, mixing station there, and just get that place nice and piled up and good to go. Because of course once they're in there, we won't be needing to transfer them over regularly, because they're just in and ready to go. So that is the game plan. It should really help us out as far as having to just wait and make sure we have enough mix. It's pretty much pull up, fill up, and give the cows everything they need, make sure they're good to go. Same with the water, straw, and that's pretty much it. So, you know, I'm not sure how it's all going to shake out. Obviously, we'll be getting rid of our other mixing station because that one's not really needed here anymore once we can drain that out of everything it's got in there. And then after that, you know, what goes in that spot, I'm not really sure. Obviously, you know, we have our bale shelter there that's got our straw. Maybe that gets repositioned or moved or something like that in a spot that we can, you know, still use it. I mean, it's pretty good for what it's used for right now, but I'm not sure if any other upgrades need to go there. It'll probably just remain fairly open for the time being, which will be a change of scenery, but I'm not too bothered by it. It's a welcome one, you know. It's an improvement. It's a change. This whole landscape is very, very different than it was when we first moved in here as far as buildings and stuff like that, and I think it's for the better. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's for the better. So I have a feeling we're going to fill up this trailer and then a little bit more after that. We probably won't be able to fit these last 2 rows in, unfortunately, which kind of rough. I was hoping we'd be able to. If we can fit all of this in here, that would be just amazing. That way we could just drop it off nice and easy, but I think we are going to need a 3rd trailer up in here. So, end of the row, that'll just have to do there. We'll bring it on back, and I suppose we'll hook up to our other ones, and then we can probably just straight up head over to the other field with them, get these 2 unloaded, and then we'll be in a good spot. So this tractor is right there, so he's in a good spot to pick those up. This cow is just watching the action unfold. He wants that grass sprayed right into his mouth, I can tell. It's like a dog with the hose, you know, just like, feed me. That's what he's thinking. Alright, we're getting people moved around, and trailers, I don't know why I'm saying people, I guess people are moving around, but we're not moving the people. They're choosing to do it under their own free will. And, you know, we're moving trailers and stuff like that around, getting all this product from here and there, but the mowing is actually all finished up now, so the crone is actually all parked up back in his home. All this grass getting dumped off. Looking mighty fine. Oh, there we go. There's another big load. I gotta estimate, you know, that's 25,000 liters. If 4 trailers was 100,000, that's oh my gosh. And this is not supposed to go in there. This is supposed to be going in the other one. But you know what? Now that we're here, it is what it is, I guess. Alright, well, once that's all dumped off, we know that's 2 full trailers. So we dumped 150,000 in there, roughly. And the next full train and a half, at least, probably full 2 trailers, will go into the silage, I'm thinking. That way, you know, we have a fair bit of both. And then if we have more coming out of this field, then literally, you know, 4 more full trailers, well, 8 more full trailers, I guess, then whatever we get out of that, we can probably make a little bit more hay from. So, kind of an awkward route, but we made it. We pulled through. There we go. Nothing wrong with it. Alright, and before we get too far with everything else, we're going to get something going for the farmhand. They've done an amazing job in the mower, got everything done for us, and they're looking to do some more work, so why not get them hooked up on our roller here and send them off there. That saves us another task, and really it just gets all of our grass stuff just kind of taken care of. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the other field done today, or what, but I mean, I guess that would just be bonus, I suppose. Oh, that's pretty wide. Just clear the cattle guard, and we're good. That's dropping down there. Great. I'm literally just gonna go along to the other side here. That way they have some room. Maybe I'll come back and then I'll let them go off. I'm not too worried about the other side. I just don't want them getting hung up on this fence here, because I won't be over here to kind of monitor anything, because we'll be on that other field. So that's looking good on the turnaround, and this should give them plenty of space to do just that when they get back over here. So we might even take a weird little maneuver here and do something like that, just to kind of clear up that spot. And well, I think maybe, I'm hoping they'll go all the way down to the end with it. That's the game plan. As long as they don't stop like right there and try and turn around, we're in the money. Perfect, perfect. And we're looking good over here. Hey, what is not unfolded, my friend? Oh, that guy. I never really folded him up, but I guess it got folded up. There we go. We're turned on, and we're ready to go. All we need is a heart-shaped bed and some lotion. Well, we just ran out of fuel, just like that. I mean, I guess, yeah, it happens. Not what you want, but it happens. Definitely need... Yeah, well, that's just unfortunate, you know? I mean, like, you're right in the middle of doing stuff, now you gotta interrupt, and... gosh. Thankfully, the truck is not too far away, and we got a diesel tank on here, so I'm actually just going to top it up before we head out there, because we have used it for a couple other things. So I want to make sure we can fully fill up the tractor, or not that we need to fully fill it up, but I mean, if we can, why not? And it saves us another trip. So we'll get topped. Alright, well, it's about 5:30, so that's not too bad, and you know what? As long as the grass is cut, I'm content. That's really all that needed to get done. Just being able to collect all of it is a bonus. Same with rolling, but we got one of our fields done at least, so that is awesome. Alright, well, this is definitely paid for itself, having this tank in the back of the truck. We will just bring it back over to its kind of spot over here, and we'll bring it on back up at the end of the night. But for now, it's going to let us keep plugging away and at least fill up that trailer for the evening. We're not going to stop there just because we ran out of fuel. All right. There we go. Fueled up. like a Mack truck. There we go. Didn't even matter that we backed up with the trailers there and just jackknifed it. We just needed to collect that little bit that we ran over, and we're looking good. So we can plug on. We'll probably, we got 2 trailers full already, and I mean it's, about 6 o'clock at this point. So I think we'll probably fill these guys up, and then we'll just turn our attention over to the animals once we dump these out. We can pick up the rest of this grass tomorrow, and then roll this field out, and then pick up the rest of our straw bales, all that good stuff. But I want to make sure our animals are fine, and we just empty out as much as we can from our current mixing station, and just kind of take a peek and make sure things are all working as they should in our new one. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that thing pump out some ration. But we'll definitely have to move over some stuff. If we got these trailers hooked up, it probably wouldn't hurt to fill up all the mineral feed that we have and scoot that over into the new silos. But there is a few things definitely to kind of get done there. But the fact that it's in is awesome, and it's really just a little bit of a transition period here to get her all up and running. I'm not sure if we're gonna have time tonight. I just want to take a peek at her and see if our silage and hay are actually being distributed over there, and if it is, then that is all good. Then we can go ahead and probably just dump off a little bit of mineral feed there, and a couple bales of straw just to get it going, see how she is, and that way we have enough feed for the morning. Because even having 2 of them going, if they're not fully loaded at full capacity, it should give us enough feed to kind of get us caught up, rather. But then again, once it's fully up and running, it's just a momentary lapse. So looking pretty good there. I feel like we can do one more, but only one more, and we're gonna get caught out on the other side of the field there again with a full trailer, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. And you know what? I think we only really got 3 strips left, so that is that for now. Yeah, 3.5. So I think we can go dump off these guys and just, let's just get this field done tonight, and then we should have absolutely no problems getting our new ration station all up and rolling for tomorrow. Well, do that tomorrow, and we should be good. Alright, well, we got our last little bits here to pick up. I figured we have no more than 2 trailers worth. So that actually kind of works out, especially because, like I said originally, I wanted to drop off the rest of it into the silage there for 2 full loads, which is 8 trailers worth, which we did get done out of this field. So that is amazing. And then, if we drop off these last 2 into making hay, then we put an even amount. We put 8 trailer loads into both our grass drying station to make hay and into our silage silo. So that is a lot. That's 200,000 liters into each. So that's pretty awesome. If not more, I don't know. I think that's about right though. 400,000 liters total. 4 full trailers there is about just a little over 100,000. So if we dropped off 2 in each, right, that's 200,000 in each, 400,000 total, right, yeah. So anyways, we just got our last couple little strips here to pick up. One of them's only a halfer, and then we're done. These ones are gonna get dried out, as we were saying, and then we're looking pretty good. These are our older trailers. We just dropped off our other two, left them over there, and we figured we can probably use our cow trailer to load those guys up with mineral feed and bring that over to the new station there. And at least that could possibly get done tonight, as well as, you know, just maybe moving over a little bit of straw. That way they can, oh boy, start processing. Massive oversteer on that one, my bad. But yeah, if they can start processing, that's great. And then we'll drain out whatever we have in our current one, get that going, emptied out tonight, and I guess maybe just go drop it off to one of the cows. It's not a huge deal. And next month we definitely got to empty out the milk, drain that, bring it into all three of our milk locations, you know, our on-site dairy, our dairy in town, and we will top up our bakery as well. That way everybody's good to go, because yeah, our art shed right now, those guys are full, and I'm sure the ones in the ranch barn are not too far behind, because we do have plenty of cows in there also. So that'll definitely be worth it to get it out of there. And possibly if we can drain our water trailer, we could tandem both of our trailers up, and definitely just save some time and trips into town. So that's kind of the game plan there, and the sun is just going down, looking good timing wise to get this finished up. And then of course tomorrow we can, like I said, roll it. We'll be dealing with some more animals, stuff like that, and hopefully we can maybe bring some more animals to the slaughter. We do have a few more Angus cows that are getting up there in age, so I mean, it's not a huge deal, but definitely wouldn't mind doing that. So hey, this guy has done an amazing job for us. We'll get him folded up, pipe folded up, and bring these guys back. May as well just go bring him near. I don't think this guy can actually fit under the barn there, but I'm confident that you know, we can just use one of our tractors to get her done there, so that's not a huge deal. Since we're already in it, we'll just swing her on by. But you know what? Hey, let's test it out. It is looking fairly large, to be honest with you. Hey, what you say? Look at that. Look at that. Like a glove? Hey, all right. Well, we'll drop off this one, and of course our next trailer, and then, you know, we can probably just leave these trailers in this spot if we really needed to, I guess. That way, if we did need to move over some hay out of there, just by trailer, then we're kind of already in a good spot to do that. Alright, we just got everything activated there, so it will start to process again, so that's amazing. And this forage harvester has done us fantastic. You know what? Before we put it away, I'm remembering, I think we do have some extra silage additive. We did have some in here today for this harvest. You don't go through a whole lot of it, really. So there we go. We'll top up a couple more bottles. Perfect. We used the last of what we had, and we're at 98% filled up in here, so that's amazing. That should last us for the next harvest. And I mean, to be honest, we never really remember to actually put it in there, but that's because you don't really need it too often. So thankfully that should last us. We won't have to remember next time we go to use this guy. It's just in there and good to go. He'll slip into his home. It's amazing how well these big guys fit in here. You know, you'll love to see it. Alright, we'll pull this guy back in. He's done a great job for us today, towing stuff around. And you know what? This guy, I think, actually could use some repairs. Leave him there and do that another day. Alright, we're just quickly emptying out what we got in there. And we do have, you know, it looks like a fair bit, and probably enough materials to use at least another load of mineral feed in there. So we'll leave that for another time. Alright, well, we've drained it out of there, and it's looking good. It doesn't look like things are distributing over just yet. I know they're still finishing up some stuff in here. If they don't want to do it automatically, that's alright, because it can hold a lot in here, so we can always move stuff over in bulk, but that'll have to be for another day, and just, you know, experiment around, see how it goes. For now, though, we've done an awesome job, and, you know, we have a full mixer there. There should be some more ready for us in the morning time. That should tide us over, and once that thing's up and running, it should really just pump out a lot for us. So I'm confident once we can get it going, tweak it a little bit in the morning, we'll be in a great spot, and those cows will have plenty of ration from here on out. Alright, we got the truck fired up. The dog, he's asking, hey, man, it's dinner time. What are you doing? What are you doing? So, who can resist that little face? Absolutely adorable. We'll swing by here. There we go, looking good. Lights off. Come here, doggy dog. It's dinner time, my friend. Alright, there you go, buddy. Alright, well, that's gonna have to be it. Thanks so much for joining me. We got lots done and lots more to come. That's gonna have to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, alright? Well, we'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye-bye.